Look, I just flipped the switch. I don't know nobody else that's doing this. Body start to drop, hit the floor. Now they wanna know me since I hit the top. Hey, this a rolling, not a stop. Watch shit don't never stop.
There's a moment in Game 2 of the 1991 NBA Finals that still gets talked about. After losing Game 1 to the Lakers, the Bulls tweaked their defense. Michael Jordan stepped off Magic Johnson, and a 6'8" forward with the wingspan of a condor took over. From that point, Magic was hounded for 94 feet.
Pippen on Manning, punched away by the NBA's league leader in steals.
That forward was Scottie Pippen, and that assignment helped shape a dynasty. But that single play doesn't capture the full picture. We remember the championships, the Jordan-Pippen duo, and the highlight reel plays.
And that's a dagger right in the heart. 21 for Pippen, what a sequence. The steal, the save, he brings the dribble across, pulls up, hits the three.
What's easier to overlook is that the Bulls' identity was built as much on defense as on offense, and Pippen was the engine. He wasn't just a great defender, he was a defensive architect whose versatility bent opposing offenses out of shape. This is the story of how he did it. Section 1. The One-Man Wrecking Crew. Phil Jackson didn't use flowery language when talking about Pippen. He called him a one-man wrecking crew. That's not an exaggeration.
With the three-pointer, Wesley lost it to Pippen. Back comes Chicago. Scottie, the pull-up three. Got it!
Pippen didn't fit neatly into one position. Some nights, he was the best perimeter stopper. Other nights, he was the most disruptive help defender. And every so often, he'd be an unlikely rim deterrent. Think about that range for a second. He could pick up a point guard full court, using length and deceptive footwork to erase passing lanes before the offense even settled. On the very next possession, he could switch into the post and hold his ground against a stronger forward.
Off the double team, Pippen with the steal. Pippen all the way. Scottie Pippen.
That wasn't a gimmick. It was the backbone of Chicago's defensive flexibility. Guarding positions 1 through 4, and occasionally a center, gave the Bulls matchup advantages most teams didn't have. This was more than physical tools. Pippen had an almost instinctive read on plays. He rotated with timing, intercepted passes, and challenged shots that guys assumed were open. His 2.0 steals per game over his career is a headline figure, but it doesn't show the deflections, hurried passes, and abandoned offensive sets that came with him lurking. He created chaos in the best way possible. He turned confusion into turnovers. Section 2. The Year of the Pip. When Jordan retired before the 1993-94 season, people asked whether the Bulls were finished. Scottie answered that question emphatically. He led that Bulls team in points, assists, and blocks while finishing second in the league in steals at about 2.9 per game. The Bulls still won 55 games, only 2 fewer than the year before.
Scottie Pippen so quick off the ball, reading passing lanes, knifing in, and then the finish against McKee.
He also put together a string of individual honors that season. All-Star Game MVP, a third-place finish in MVP voting, and the rare distinction of earning first-team All-NBA and first-team All-Defensive honors in the same year. That combination, excellence on both ends, and recognition from writers and coaches, showed he wasn't just a sidekick. He was a bona fide star capable of carrying a team. Section 3. By the numbers, accolades, and analytics.
Pass for Weber, stolen by Pippen. Scottie Pippen in the passing lane again.
The eye test says Pippen was elite. The numbers back it up. He made an NBA All-Defensive team for 10 straight seasons, 1989 to 90, through 1998 to 99. and 8 of those were first-team selections, a streak few defenders can match. He led the league in steals in 1994 to 95 with 232 steals, about 2.94 per game. He's also one of the very few players to post a season with over 200 steals and more than 100 blocks, 1989 to 90, joining an exclusive club that underscores his two-way impact. Advanced metrics paint a similar picture. His defensive rating in the 1991 playoffs was roughly 99.5.
Pippen all the way. And he has
Drive, Bobby fills, gets punched away, 4 on the block by Pippen.
And his career playoff defensive rating sits at about 101.4, evidence that he often elevated his defense when it mattered most. And yes, his 6 championships came with his defensive voice at the center of those teams. Section 4. The Playoff Shutdown Artist. Regular season accolades matter, but the playoffs define legacies. Pippen's 1991 finals assignment on Magic is the most famous example. After Game 1 adjustments, he pressured Magic full court, bumped him off rhythm, and contested passes and shots in ways that made life uncomfortable. The Lakers averaged 106.3 points in the 1990-91 regular season. And while playoff scoring can look different, holding LA under 100 in the last 4 games of that series was a huge swing that helped the Bulls win their first title. That kind of assignment wasn't a one-off. Pippen regularly took on the opponent's best, Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons, the Reggie Miller's pinpoint movement, and a long list of all-stars across matchups. He freed Michael Jordan to do damage on offense by taking away the other team's primary threats. In the playoffs, he produced games where he dominated both passing lanes and the rim, a rare blend that changed series outcomes. Scottie Pippen's defensive legacy is full of jaw-dropping moments and stubborn consistency. Who do you think is the greatest defender of all time? Is it Pippen, on with his positionless versatility? Bill Russell, with his championship run and rim dominance? Hakeem, Rodman, someone else? Drop your pick in the comments. If you liked this breakdown, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next deep dive. Conclusion. When people list the defensive all-timers, names like Bill Russell, Hakeem Olajuwon, Dennis Rodman, and Dikembe Mutombo usually come up. Big men who defined interior defense. Scottie Pippen broke that mold. He was a 6'8" perimeter player who defended with a point guard's instincts, a center's wingspan, and a bulldog's relentlessness. He could change the geometry of the floor. That was his superpower. 10 straight all-defensive selections, a steals title, and a season inside the rare 200 steal 100 block club are just the stats. The fuller truth is in the way he reshaped opponents' game plans, game after game. Phil Jackson once called him one of the most unselfish superstars in basketball. Decades later, it's still hard to find a player who blends size, skill, and defensive IQ quite like Scottie Pippen. He wasn't just Jordan's partner, he was a defensive savant in his own right.